In a summer defined by rapid change and relentless negotiation, Liverpool have continued to reshape their forward line with yet another significant development behind the scenes. As the club navigates a whirlwind of transfer activity, one particular deal has now crossed the finish line, marking another key decision in Arne Slot's evolving blueprint. With multiple moving parts still in play, this latest agreement could signal a broader strategy unfolding at Anfield. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, while Liverpool's sights are now firmly set on Sunday's Community Shield showdown with Crystal Palace at Wembley, the noise off the pitch continues to grow louder, particularly surrounding their ambitious move for Alexander Isak. The Swedish striker is back on English soil after training with his former side, Real Sociedad. While current club Newcastle completed their pre-season tour of Asia, Liverpool have already tested the waters with a bid, but the Magpies aren't prepared to greenlight a sale without first lining up a replacement. One such target was Benjamin Sesko, but Newcastle lost that race to Manchester United, who managed to convince the RB Leipzig frontman to head to Old Trafford instead. Meanwhile, back at Anfield, uncertainty swirls around Harvey Elliott's role, with Leipzig now pressing to lure the midfielder to Germany, and Liverpool's attacking shortlist doesn't stop there. According to L'Equipe, Paris Saint-Germain's Bradley Barcola is also on the club's radar. The Reds have kept close tabs on the French winger, who hails from Villeurbanne and has gradually slipped down the PSG pecking order. Now sitting behind Ousmane Dembele, Kvecha Kvaratskhelia and Désiré Doué, the France international could be tempted by a move offering greater prominence. But there's a major hurdle. PSG have no interest in selling. The Ligue 1 champions, who shelled out €50 million to sign Barcola from Lyon in 2023, are holding firm. And if they were to entertain offers, it's understood nothing below €100 million would suffice, especially from a direct Champions League rival. Barcola's stats speak volumes. He featured in 64 matches for PSG last season, notching 21 goals and 21 assists in a remarkable campaign that ended with the club lifting their first ever Champions League trophy, crushing Inter Milan 5-0 in a historic final. Now, in a huge forward deal amid a blizzard of agreements, Liverpool have formally agreed a deal with Saudi Pro League side Al Hilal for Darwin Nunez, who will now undergo a medical ahead of a permanent transfer. LFC News understands Liverpool have negotiated a deal worth an initial £46 million, rising further with add-ons. Nunez will now depart Merseyside for a medical with Al Hilal, who finished runners-up in last season's Saudi Pro League and had prioritised a new number 9 this summer. While the fee agreed is significantly lower than the £85 million deal to bring the Uruguayan to Anfield from Benfica in 2022, it resembles a sizable profit on Liverpool's books. The striker has already agreed personal terms with Al Hilal and will put pen to paper on a long-term contract when he passes a medical. Liverpool will then officially confirm the transfer, bringing an end to Nunez's time with the club after 3 years, during which he scored 40 goals and laid on 22 assists in 143 appearances. Napoli were among his other suitors, but were unable to table a realistic offer, while fellow Serie A side AC Milan also held an interest. With Hugo Ekitike having already signed this summer in a movie worth £79 million, the writing was on the wall for Nunez. Nunez had pushed for a move to Saudi Arabia in January, only for the club to reject any advances so as not to weaken their squad in pursuit of the Premier League title. He went on to score 3 league goals in the second half of the season, with decisive performances in wins over Brentford and Southampton. The champions will enter the market for another attacker, provided the deal goes through, with a bid worth £110 million for Alexander Isak already rejected by Newcastle. There is a firm belief in the ability of youngsters Rio Numoha and Trey Nyoni to step up to the first team squad this season, while Arne Slot will be confident in the flexibility of a number of his other players. Now, with Darwin Nunez set to leave Anfield, Liverpool's evolving forward line takes yet another sharp turn under Arne Slot. The Uruguayan's departure brings closure to a high-profile and, at times, polarizing chapter, one defined by flashes of brilliance, raw potential, and relentless effort. Though he never fully established himself as the talisman many hoped for, Nunez departs with respectable numbers and undeniable impact in key moments. His exit marks a significant moment in Liverpool's summer reshuffle, one that could open the door for a new marquee arrival or accelerate the rise of academy talents already turning heads behind the scenes. Whether it's a blockbuster signing or a youth breakthrough, change is now inevitable. And with the new season fast approaching, all eyes will be on how Slot's attacking blueprint takes shape in a post-Nunez era. In other news, Federico Chiesa still has intentions to leave Liverpool this summer after playing a bit-part role in his debut season, as the overhaul of Arne Slot's forward line continues. The Italian was left out of the travelling squad for the two-stop pre-season tour of Asia, with what the club described as a fitness issue, though many assumed it was due to an expected transfer. There have since been no major developments with Chiesa, who came off the bench in the 3-2 win over Athletic Club on Monday for his third outing of pre-season. He has been linked to clubs in his native Italy, including from Atalanta, who will need to replace Ademola Lookman if he moves to Inter Milan. There remains hope within the supporter base that Chiesa will remain at Anfield, though the Times' Paul Joyce has since reiterated the 27-year-old is looking to leave. The context behind Joyce's statement came as part of a report on Darwin Nunez edging closer to a move to Al Hilal, in what would be a continued overhaul of Arne Slot's squad, with Harvey Elliott mentioned in the same breath. It would be a significant shake-up for the Premier League champions, who have seen Luis Diaz join Bayern Munich. With Nunez, Bendoke, Elliott all in the frame for a departure, Chiesa's exit would further reduce Liverpool's options, even if Alexander Isak is still being pursued. The Italian quickly became a popular member of the squad and remained committed despite his peripheral role. And in early June, he insisted he wouldn't mind staying. "The year is over, but it's an experience I would do again," the 27-year-old said. "Soon I will sit down at the table with the club, Fally, and my family to find the best solution. I wouldn't mind staying in Liverpool at all." There is a lot at play for Chiesa, who has been told in no uncertain terms that he needs to be playing regularly if he intends on earning his place in Gennaro Gattuso's Italy squad ahead of the World Cup. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.